Friends, this is part 5 of our Azure AI Fundamentals Ultimate course. Now, if you are someone who has come across our video for the first time of Azure AI Fundamentals Ultimate course, then do not forget to watch the previous parts of the series as well. The link to the playlist is available in the description section of this video. Let's start with question number 53. Which of the following is used to identify multiple types of items in one image? Your options are object detection, image description, image classification, optical character recognition. Now, friends, object detection identifies multiple type of items like people, car, animals, and so on within one image, and also provides their locations, which are bounding boxes. Image classification classifies the entire image into one category, for example, cat or dog, something like that. Image description generates a textual summary of the image, and OCR detects and extracts text from images. Next question. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true, otherwise select no. And friends, the first statement is a web chat bot can interact with users visiting a website. This is a correct statement. A web chat bot can absolutely interact with users visiting a website using Azure bot service and web chat channel. You build a chatbot using Azure bot service and then enable the web chat channel to embed it into your website. There is a link on your screen. Go through the link to understand how you can use web chat channel to enable the chat feature in a bot. Next statement. Automatically generating captions for pre-recorded videos is an example of natural language processing. This is also a correct statement. This is done using Azure Cognitive Services, which converts spoken words in a video to written text. Next statement. A smart device in the home that responds to questions such as what will the weather be like today is an example of natural language processing. Now, friends, the final statement is also correct. The whole process uses Azure Speech Services, Conversational Language Understanding, and Azure Bot Service. Next question. Which of the following services can you use to train an object detection model by using your own images? Your options are computer vision, custom vision, document intelligence, Azure Video Analyzer for media. And friends, the correct answer here is custom vision. It is a part of Azure AI Vision Services and allows you to upload your own labeled images, train a custom object detection or image classification model, and test and export the model for use in apps or edge devices. Question number 56. Select the answer that correctly completes the sentence. An AI solution that helps photographers take better portrait photographs by providing feedback on exposure, noise, and occlusion is an example of facial, and your options are analysis, detection, and recognition. Now, friends, this is an example of performing facial analysis because it's evaluating the quality and characteristics of the face in the image, not just identifying or detecting it. Facial detection just finds faces in an image, and facial recognition identifies who the person is. Question number 57. Select the answer that correctly completes the sentence, and this time we are talking about predicting how many vehicles will travel across a bridge on a given day is an example of, and your options are classification, clustering, and regression. Now, friends, classification is used when predicting categories like car versus truck or yes or no, so incorrect choice here. Clustering is used for grouping similar items without predefined labels, so another incorrect choice. Now, regression, which is the correct answer, is used when the output is a numeric value like predicting the number of vehicles crossing a bridge on a given day. Next question. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true, otherwise select no. And friends, the first statement is chatbots can support voice input. Now, chatbots can support voice input in Azure by using Azure speech services to convert spoken words into text. This text is then processed by the Azure bot service, allowing the bot to understand and respond just like it would with typed input. Additionally, you can use text to speech to reply with voice, enabling full voice based conversations. And friends, the next statement is a separate chatbot is required for each communication channel. This is an incorrect statement. With Azure Bot Service, you can build one chatbot and connect it to multiple channels such as Microsoft Teams, Facebook Messenger, Telegram, and many more. Now, there is a link on your screen. Go through the link to understand what all different type of channels are supported by Azure Bot Service for integration. Now, friends, the third statement is chatbots manage conversation flows by using a combination of natural language and constrained option responses. This hybrid approach improves user experience, maintains control over the flow, and ensures more accurate responses. Now, natural language is handled through Azure language services like conversational language understanding to understand user intent from free-form text. Now, constrained options like buttons, menus, or predefined choices help guide the user and reduce misunderstandings. Next question, friends. Which machine learning technique can be used for anomaly detection? Your options are a machine learning technique that classifies objects based on user supplied images, a machine learning technique that understands written and spoken language, a machine learning technique that classifies images based on their contents, a machine learning technique that analyzes data over time and identifies unusual changes. Now, friends, classification based on user supplied images is an example of image classification. Understanding written or spoken language is an example of natural language processing. And folks, classification of images based on their content is an example of computer vision task. Anomaly detection is about spotting data points or patterns that deviate significantly from normal behavior, such as fraud, faults, or unusual spikes. This is commonly done by analyzing data over time to detect sudden, unexpected changes. So, friends, I hope you now understand why option D is the correct answer and what all is being talked about in the other three options. Next question. Using recency, frequency, and monetary values to identify segments of a customer base is an example of which of the following? Your options are clustering, regression, classification, and regularization. Now, folks, you are grouping customer based on similar behaviors or characteristics and not assigning predefined labels, which is a classic example of clustering. Now, friends, regularization is a technique to reduce overfitting in machine learning models, and this is not a type of machine learning task. We have already gone through regression and classification multiple times in our series, so I hope you already know about it by now. Next question. You have a data set. You need to build an Azure machine learning classification model that will identify defective products. What should you do first? Your options are load the dataset, create a clustering model, split the data into training and testing datasets, create a classification model. Now, folks, the first step in any machine learning workflow is to load the dataset because without the data, you cannot prepare, train, or evaluate your model. Only after loading the data, you can explore and clean it, split into training and testing datasets, create and train a classification model. Folks, if you're liking the content, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Let's look at question number 62 of the series. You are designing a system to predict the prices of insurance for drivers in the United Kingdom. You need to minimize bias in the system. What should you do? Your options are remove information about protected characteristics from the data before sampling, take a training sample that is representative of the population in the United Kingdom, create a training dataset that uses data from global insurers, take a completely random training sample. Now, friends, to minimize bias, the training data should accurately reflect the real world distribution of the people the model will serve. In this case, drivers in the UK. Using a representative sample ensures that the model learns patterns that generalize well across all subgroups in the target population, reducing bias related to age, gender, region, and so on. Now, folks, removing protected characteristics might hide bias but doesn't fix it. Some bias can still be inferred from correlated features. Using global data introduces bias because insurance factors vary significantly by every country. And completely random sampling doesn't guarantee fairness or representativeness, especially if the dataset itself is imbalanced. Next question. You have an AI based loan approval system. During testing, you discover that the system has gender bias. Which responsible AI principle does this violate? Your options are accountability, reliability and safety, transparency, fairness. Now, folks, accountability focuses on who is responsible for the system's decisions and ensuring oversight, so incorrect choice in this case. Reliability and safety ensures the system behaves as expected under different conditions. Transparency involves making the system's decisions and logic understandable and explainable, which makes it another incorrect choice for this particular use case. Folks, it violates the principle of fairness, which ensures that AI systems treat all people equitably, regardless of demographics like gender, race, or age. Refer to the link on your screen to understand more about the remaining two principles, which are inclusiveness and privacy and security. Question number 64. Match the tool to the Azure Machine Learning task. Each tool may be used once, more than once, or not at all. And the three tools in the question are Automated Machine Learning, the Azure Portal, Machine Learning Designer. Now, friends, the first task is create a machine learning workspace. And friends, you use Azure Portal to create and manage resources like machine learning workspaces. Now, friends, the next task is use a drag and drop interface used to train and deploy models. Now, folks, Machine Learning Designer offers a drag and drop interface for visually building machine learning pipelines. And friends, the third task is use a wizard to select configurations machine learning run. Folks, automated machine learning, also called as AutoML, uses a wizard-like interface to guide you through model training by automatically selecting algorithms and settings. Question number 65. During the process of machine learning, when should you review evaluation metrics? Your options are before you train a model, after you clean the data, after you test a model on the validation data, before you choose the type of model. Now, friends, evaluation metrics like accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score are used to assess how well your trained model performs. You can only calculate and review these after testing the model on a validation or test data set. Folks, metrics cannot be evaluated before the model exists, and cleaning helps quality, but evaluations should always be done after testing has been performed on validation data, which is why the other three options being talked about in the question are incorrect. So, folks, that's all for this part of the series. We will be back soon with more such questions in our Azure AI Fundamentals Ultimate course. If you are someone who has not subscribed the channel till now, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ensure all the notifications are turned on so you are notified whenever we release new parts in this series.